Good evening and welcome to tonight's show from DJNTV, Disc Jockey News TV. Tonight's show is brought to you by Electra Voice, DJ Event Planner, DJ Trivia, Odyssey Innovative Designs and Cases, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, and the DJNTV Insiders.
This next spunky and animated DJ has been gracing the decks of BC and beyond for 12 years now, holding down a mega successful weekly residency at the Mint in Victoria alongside fellow bass slinging beauty SliceOGinger, titled SheJay Sundays. She's even shared the stage with Whipped Cream, Mt.Doyle, Strange Thing, The New Groovement, Bad Rabbit, Metafloor, Triple XL, and many more. Fusing elements from an assortment of genres, even live drumming, this woman is creating something new and exciting for your ears. In this interview, we dive into her work, passion, that party lifestyle, how it affects your career, and how she fuses her music with yoga. Today, I'm talking to Ness T. Ness T, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's hear your story. How did you find yourself in this industry, and what did that journey look like leading you to where you are today?
It's been a long journey. I've been DJing for about 13 years now, but what really got me into music was dance. I was a dancer for a long time and just always been a big part of my life, and it's just always been my biggest obsession. And then when I was 20, I met my ex-husband, who actually taught me how to DJ. I was doing graphic design for him, and he did a trade with me to teach me, and then I was hooked. And I took some time off right after I had a kid, but then after I came back, it kind of was like a whole new thing for me. It was kind of like I took it more seriously and actually tried. Before I was just kind of fucking around. And so now I feel like I've done more than I've had the whole last 13 years put together. So yeah.
That is so relatable.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens with a lot of people. They are like playing around and then they have a kid or some big life event.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now I'm taking this.
It's down to business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find you were more efficient with your time after you had a kid?
Definitely. Well, I wake up in the morning now. So that frees up a lot of my day. I get a lot more done. Yeah, it's definitely made me, especially since I went through a divorce about 5 years ago when my daughter was just a baby. So it's been kind of like finding the balance of having split custody and having all this extra time now. I was like, well, what am I going to do 3 days a week while she's at her dad's? And then I just oh yeah, DJing. And so it kind of reignited the love of it for me, and it allowed me to have more time and space as a mother to do it, because otherwise I wouldn't, as a new mom, have time to do that. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise in a way that I have able to rediscover my passions and things that made me who I was aside from being a mother. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Identity.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. I love how self-aware you are of that, and that you saw the blessing in that situation. I know.
Start at first for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you have a journey with yoga. Can you talk about how you've integrated that into, the music industry?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing hot yoga for about 10 years now, and it's been, again, really big part of my life. It helped me through my divorce and a lot of things. And I always found when I did yoga with music, I connected with my body and my mind a lot more, and I could get lost in it, and just found music a way to meditate easier. So I started a company called Bliss and Beats with my best friend, Melissa, who's a yoga teacher. I'm not a yoga teacher. I worked at a yoga studio for 5 years, but I have no interest of ever being a teacher because I'm not a public speaker. But I just love yoga. And so I found a way. I'm like, we started DJing a couple of her classes, and she's like, well, why don't we do this as a thing, as workshops? So our workshop is we do a guided flow to music, and then we have an hour afterwards where they have free movement to dance. You could do yoga, dance, and just kind of connect with yourself. So we have a guided beginning and then a free time at the end. Yeah.
Guided flow. I love that. Have you, like, when you're applying for music festivals and special events, is this kind of like that thing on the side? You could be like, I DJ, but I also
Yeah,
like offer this.
yeah. Also, I totally put two applications in for each festival, one for workshops and one for a DJ. Because I'm like, if I'm going to be there, I might as well do both. For example, like on April 20th for 420, I'm DJing in Tofino with Elvis Presley, and I was like, just randomly got a message from a yoga studio in Ucluelet, which is really close, and they're like, we want to do a workshop. I'm like, well, why not this weekend? I'm already in the area. So it's a great way to, like, if I'm already going to travel somewhere to DJ, I could look around at the yoga workplaces there and the yoga studios and decide where, if any of them want to have a workshop that time. It kind of maximizes my income. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a bit lady.
Business woman. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, not only that, but you've also got SheJay. Can you tell us about that, the concept behind it, your hopes and dreams, what you love most about it?
Okay, well, SheJay Sundays started off. I didn't actually start it. I was the manager of the Mint restaurant where I work. Where I DJ sometimes, and I came in and I was filling in for someone on a Thursday night, and the manager like chased me out on the way out. He's like, "You did really great. Would you like residency here? We have all like Thursday, Friday, Saturday all booked up, but I'm thinking of trying something new on Sundays because we have another female DJ I like to try. And how about SheJay Sundays?" And for the record, I don't like the name. I'm not a fan, but I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds me. But it's yeah, it's great because Sundays is the industry night, so it's actually really busy, and it's a restaurant, so they don't have a license to dance, so I get to really play with my like down tempo and lounge vibes, which is actually my favorite kind of music. The same with yoga, like, it's kind of similar vibes. It's what I listen to the most. Like, I like to play like the big bangers in the big rooms, but I really enjoy having the creative freedom to explore both sides, down tempo and fast. Yeah.
I like that you say that though, because I've definitely DJ'd in like restaurant settings where you're kind of setting a mood and then maybe encouraging dancing. We'll see, but you get to just do so many.
Kind of creating the vibes. I love creating the vibes, and I just like make people go like, yeah. Like, I love looking around and seeing people kind of like wanting to dance but not allowed to. Like, that's my goal, is to make them break the rule. The no dancing rule.
I love that.
Yeah, and I like it because it's 4 hours every 2 weeks because I switch on and off with the other girl, and it's just like 4 hours dedicated practice, like where just me and music, and it's just like I have to sit and like I never practice for 4 hours at a time at a home. Like, I'll do other things while I'm doing it. Like, I'll do design, I'll do like producing, which I'm still working on. I've just started, so I have a lot to learn. But like, I go bounce back between all my creative projects. This is like going there and sitting and doing 4 hours of mixing, which is really actually has helped me grow a lot, and just like my transitions, and get to try new things and experiment. It's fun.
I kind of feel like that is why you're so successful, because you're experimenting and trying new things, even if you don't know like how's this going to work out. It just
there's not as much fear as there used to be. I'm kind of more daring when it comes to sound because I'm becoming more comfortable in it, I guess. So I could just reach it, like, not afraid of falling too. I'm not like, I've had so many crash and burns over the years that like it's like, okay, what next? Like, I've had everything that could go wrong in a DJ scenario. So now I'm like, okay, I've done it and I survived. So like, what's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
Dead air is probably the worst thing that could happen, or just like technical difficulties. But yeah, I've been through all that. Fix them. And at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world if you mess up. Still be respected as a DJ, and everyone messes up.
Yeah, exactly. We're human. We make mistakes. If we're not making mistakes, we're probably not trying.
We're not going outside of our comfort zones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, like, I don't know how involved with the promotion and branding and event planning you are with this, but would you have any tips and tricks or things that you think people really need to consider, especially for DJs, because sometimes we're so used to just playing the party, we forget all the behind the
It's
scenes.
the promotion for sure, like 100% promotion. It's like, I know a lot of DJs, they're like, yeah, I'm a great DJ, but I don't have social media. I'm like, how is anyone ever going to know who you are? It's just your digital resume is what I see it as. So like every time it's digital currency that you're posting something, it's just adding to your list of accomplishments that you've done. So if someone's looking you up, they can go and see everything. So every time you promo something, you're just adding to your resume. And also going to other people's gigs too, like supporting local music and being there in the scene so people know who you are. I know it's not always easy, especially if, like for me, I have 6 gigs a month average. So it's like going out beside that is kind of hard, especially as a mom. But I still make an effort to go to at least one show a month that's not my own to support the scene and to support the other promoters out there. Yeah.
Yeah, partying is a hard job.
Yeah.
Partying.
I've actually been sober for about almost a year now, which has actually really helped in maintaining the schedule, being able to go to all the things and do everything.
And I love that you mentioned that too, because I was talking to an artist the other day that was thinking about becoming a DJ because they love the idea of getting to party for free all the time. And I'm like, you'll burn yourself out. And like the DJing part is such a small part of all of the things that we do.
And like, you're not going to make any tracks if you're hungover all the time. It kills your creative vibe. It kills the creative energy, I find. Like, I'm not against drinking. It's a big part of my business, but personally, I find I'm less anxious and less sad in the winter. I bounce back easier. I'm more healthy all around. So I just have a healthy body, healthy mind, and therefore I can create better. So it just works for me. So that's what I do. But I understand, it's fun. I still like to party. I go to the parties. Yes. I'm a part of the party, but I drink water.
Yeah.
You can still party and be sober.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. You can still party and just,
Yeah, it's still fun. It's still part of it. Being part of the bohemian, vibes of the counterculture, of experiencing the ecstasy of dancing and being part of that community of music. It's so important. That's why I didn't want to give up when I gave up alcohol. Mm-hmm. So I just decided to just do more of it, I guess, because I have more time and energy now.
Yeah. Good for you. To follow up with that, is there maybe something that has happened in your career over the years that just left such a lasting impact on how you run your career?
Yeah, I think a lot would be, again, touching on the technical difficulty. I think all my failures have really shaped me to be the strong person I am today. I'm a lot more resilient because I've been through so much crap, going to DJ a wedding and missing one chord in the middle of nowhere and having that kind of amount of stress. I've been through all of those instances, so now I have double chords everywhere I go. I always bring extra everything. I bring backups of my music. It just taught me how to be a better DJ going through all those failures, and also just crashing and burning, not being sober as well, has taught me what I don't want to be, the kind of image I don't want to create. I want it to not be that seen as that in the scene. I want to be seen as someone who's making and doing stuff, not someone who's just getting fucked up all the time, which I was in my early 20s for sure. I did my dues, but I just didn't want that to be me. I'm more than that. So I could just kind of over the years have made a choice to lessen it, and then now just completely not, and just kind of more business minded and more of is this a business? This is my career, it's something I'm passionate about. It's something I want to grow with every day, and I'm not going to grow if I just do the same thing all the time. Yeah.
I love that. I hope that the people that are listening right now really think about that and maybe even try it, because like you were saying, it was going from that party to kind of a little bit less to maybe I'm good without. Yeah, I am. Okay, cool. I've got energy.
Exactly. It was a very natural progression. It wasn't I'm going to get sober. It was just kind of oh, this isn't working for me. I'm just going to try it. And I'm oh, I don't know how to go out sober anymore. So kind of was just finding the balance, and then just realizing, oh, actually what happened, I moved out of town, 25 minutes out of town, and having to drive home really was what shifted it, because I was I don't want to have to pay for a cab that far. I don't want to so I'm oh, I'll just stop not drinking. And then I'm actually, this is better. And this is actually I like driving home at the end of the night and waking up fine in the morning. So it's kind of just like a natural progression that got me there. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can you hear my kid in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Mine's outside right now.
this is why we have like separate audio. Just,
Yeah.
I was going to say, so I thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. Is there anything upcoming that you really want people to know about, mixes, music, events, projects?
Yeah. I'm really excited about this Bass Hive event I have coming up at Copper Owls with Diversified Culture. They're a really great company in Victoria. They put on like festival-like events. It's not like a club night. It's like there's art, there's like interpretive dancers, there's vendors. It just feels like a whole experience. So like I'm really excited for that event just because it's fun and it's where I get to drop the heaviest bass that I've been saving up. And also the West Coast Hoop Camp, which is in Souk here on May Long weekend, and it's we stay in cabins. There's a lake, and there's basically you learn flow arts, yoga, and I'm the only DJ there the whole weekend, so I get to be the monopoly of the music, which I'm really excited for. I get to DJ during the yoga in the morning with Bliss and Beats, and then we do DJ dance parties at night. So it's like a whole weekend of summer camp vibes where you get to go learn hooping and circus and yoga. So I'm really excited for that.
Amazing. That sounds amazing.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to make sure that people can link up with your stuff and check it out, whether they want music or yoga, or they just want to follow you through what you've got going on. Again, thank you so much. And
thanks for having me.
For the rest of y'all that are tuned in today, what is some insight that Ness T shared that really stood out to you? And how are you going to start using that in your career? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, make sure you don't let no one kill your vibes.